These Judas goats wanna emulate my program. I cut their throats if I put this in my own hands. Opportunities I open to these doors slam. Half these niggas diss and breed was my core fans. Ain't no loyalty, these streets is like ghost land. But it's internet bammers with no gonads. Gossip kings, let's stamp them with a whole tag. My record tell a story, you think I won't crash? And send you cowards flying through this vortex. I keep stepping up, there's pressure on they necks. You can never X me out trying to chase a check. I'm on land grabs, and that's a different flex. You Bama studied me, and yeah, you still perplexed. They some crabs, music trash, they don't get respect. Got them trigger shooting blanks, you niggas impotent. We the warriors, the priests, and the intellects.
Got you.
Do that for the boss, man.
I got you. Got you.
Gonna do that for the boss, man.
I got you. Got you.
This the year of the boss, man.
I got you.
This right here is the boss, man. All them haters ever got is a cold silence. I can spin a Bama block with a whole cartridge, or let the Lord send them to a place with no solace. I remember a couple times when I chose violence. Those days they took an ill getting blindsided. I decided judge and jury, I'm the citation. Cooking up something different, this is outrageous. They wanna see a fight promoted like Al Heyman. I can go full-fledged like the Al-Qaeda, but I know they sweet, they gon' disappear annihilators. I fight for freedom in my music like I'm Miles Davis. This is groundbreaking, industry outdated. 12 tribes, one nation, this is our oasis. They know that judgment coming, and they can't escape it. I know my blessings coming, I just had to claim it. And the king is coming, this the house of David.
I got you. Got you.
Do that for the boss, man.
I got you. Got you.
Gonna do that for the boss, man.
I got you. Got you.
This the year of the boss, man.
I got you. Got you.
And this right here is the boss, man.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. I'm over here changing my title. What's going on with y'all, man? I see brothers and sisters entering the chat. What's going on? I see Eli Knowledge, Farrah's in the building. I see Lon Diamond. As y'all enter, make sure y'all pound that like button. It's been a while since I've been live over here on New Breed Universal ENT. Right now, I'm just chilling. I may get on camera a little bit later. Only time will tell. But as of now, I just wanted to cool out with y'all and, really chop it up. Now, that track right there, that song is definitely it's a banger. It's a banger, and it really speaks volumes. It speaks a whole lot of volumes. And every word in the track is just the truth. Now, over here, I just try to stay out the way. I do what I do, make my music, do my material, my content, mind my business. I stay out the way. And, That's how you got to move on social media. You got to do what it is you do. Don't be like these people out here focusing on other people's material and focusing on this, that, and the third. And nah, focus on doing what it is that you do. And that's a golden rule on social media for you inspiring content creators. You individuals out there who want to put out your material. Mind your business, stay to yourself. Don't really get involved with too many people. Try to stay out of these social functions, these little internet groups, these little internet gangs and whatever the case is. Stay out the way. Because one thing you got to understand is there is a huge difference between an internet personality and these people in real life. It's a major difference. A lot of times, these people are not who they seem to be, and they don't really have a track record of doing anything in real life. And so, what you got to keep in mind is that these people really can't be trusted unless you touch bases with them. At the very least, you were able to chop it up with that individual. Shout out to Andre Cork. I see him in the building. That's somebody that I chopped it up in real life. I know that's a good brother. At the very least, I know Andre Cork is real. He's not a bot. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to understand, a lot of people insulate themselves on the internet. And I really believe it's due to them being shackled by Western culture. And they become whoever they want to be on the internet. You got people who become bullies online. You got people who become religious leaders on the internet. You got people who become all these things, but in real life, their life ain't right, or they're just not good people. And a lot of people online can appear one way, but in real life, that's not how they are. And that's the thing you got to keep in mind, right? But what I wanted to talk about was some current events, man. Sometimes I just like to come through and just chop it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't always that I'm preaching, teaching, rebuking, admonishing, correcting, and all of that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I do 24/7, 365. Sometimes I just want to touch bases with y'all. But this is one of those moments. Man, look, I wanted to show y'all something, man. Shout out to Broken Matrix, man. Something he shared with me, man, and I wanted to show y'all how much they be robbing me on this platform. And sometimes it does get a bit discouraging when you know that there's a lot more people viewing than they show. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday there were 35,000 people watching me live. And they slipped up and actually showed how many people was actually watching. And one of my moderators who looks out, cool brother in the truth, you know what I'm saying? Brother doing his thing, family man, you know what I'm saying? He showed me this. He screenshotted this for me. It was like, yo, they literally robbing you. He said they robbing you. You had 35K in the building and they didn't count it. And see, these are the type of things that I go through on this platform. And it's kind of like to the point now, I don't mind just starting a new channel. Although I'm on the path of reaching 200,000 subscribers, nonetheless, I don't get the respect that I deserve on that platform because on that particular platform, on this entire platform, YouTube. And it could be a bit disheartening because I put out some very, very insightful material, right? So I just wanted to show this because this is proof. This is proof what they do. You know what I mean? So, and I normally don't complain about this because I understand that the game is fixed. I get it. This is what they do. What's going on, Tanya? I see you. I just got all the pretty ladies in the building. That's what's up. I am the Cures in the building. Farrah's in here. Everybody's just in the building. But this is what they do, man. And it gets a little disheartening sometimes because I know what's needed is we gonna have to kick the door down together. I see Anna in the building. Solitude Island, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Look, Shawnee's in the building. Oh, y'all gonna make all the people in the clouds angry. They were like, Newbrie got all them pretty women up in this chat. Newbrie go to this other platform, all the pretty women just pop out. They gonna be angry. I got a lot of observers, man. They just be watching. Look, licensed lobotomist. Look, phlebotomist. She licensed. They just everywhere. Somebody said people getting sick from H5N1. That's the narrative they're gonna use. Right, right. Look, Tamika's in the building. Oh, they're gonna be pissed. But anyway, man, I definitely gotta chop it up with y'all. Now, normally, I got all these, you know, uh, what you would call sources and all of that set up. And but not tonight. It's gonna be rather elaborate. It's gonna be rather elaborate. But I do have something set up though. It's something I want to react to because this is current events, and y'all know I'm gonna get into it. Licensed phlebotomist said they called you a vampire. Who? Who called you a vampire? The people at your job? Who called you that? But anyway, look, y'all, we got to get into this real quick. Let's see. I'll show y'all this real quick. Anyway, I thought I'd show y'all that real fast, but there's more. So I don't know if y'all heard this breaking news. Elon Musk and Doge exposes age range in Social Security database. And they found all this misappropriated wealth. And all of a sudden, Doge is using this money for none other than artificial intelligence. I just want to go over this real quick. It's a quick source. And then we just gonna chop it up about everything, man. Current events, music. And I didn't even really chop it up with y'all about that song I just dropped. Because I like to explain the music that I put out. We're gonna get into this. Don't no worries, no worries. That song right there was recorded like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And that track means a lot because it's really a coming to age type of song for myself. It's very introspective for the simple fact that, I've matured over the years. And I hope, y'all can relate to what I'm talking about. There was once upon a time where I was going to put matters into my own hands. If I felt like somebody was playing with me, you understand, like I was going to be on get back. That was probably the thing that got me in the most trouble, growing up. And in that song, I'm really trying to inspire brothers and sisters alike to just walk away, man. Just walk away. It's like, look, you can spin a block, you can do X, Y, and Z, but hey, listen, it ain't nothing coming close to what the most high can do. Even if somebody felt like they got away with doing something dirty and dark, you can't put matters into your own hands all the time. Somebody said, talk about the whole West Coast evacuating from a huge earthquake and there's some X virus blowing up. Man, see, it's so much going on in the news, and we can go all those places. This is an open panel. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta turn the other cheek and let people gonna do what they gonna do. I can tell you this right now. A lot of people out here in the world we living in right now, these people who've been shackled by Western culture, these internet people, the same people I tell y'all about that are not the same in real life, but they are one way on the internet. The bots, the trolls, the bots, they're simply shackled by Western culture. That's it. They're comfortable. You know, these people tend to not know how to deal with conflict resolution. It's a lot to it. I was watching the Gilly the Kid interview on Club Shay, and he brung up something in regards to King Von's last interview before he died. And he was talking about how the problem with our people a lot of the times is that they just don't know how to talk. It don't even be that serious. People be ready to crash out, kill, die, do the most just because people don't know how to sit around a round table. People don't know how to chop it up. People don't know how to, hash things out nowadays. And it could be something small. And I see that all the time. And I know the type of person that I used to be personally. Like, it's like this. If you don't want to chop it up or you don't want to squabble up, you don't want to really deal with this in a way that it can be a resolution. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's energy. That's energy. And I just think internet people be weird. Like, I don't know how somebody can keep talking about somebody on the internet for 9 months. I don't understand that. 8 months, 10 months. I've seen people on social media talk about people for 2, 3 years, bro. It's weird. It's weird to me. And it's just the internet is just it's a wild place. And that's why I tell you, if y'all want to be content creators and all of that, just stay to yourself. Somebody says, yeah, gossipers. Yeah, it's a lot of gossiping, and that's sinful, like a lot of speculating on somebody and all that. It's just weird, man. And a lot of times it be grown men. It be grown men doing this. It'd be crazy. I don't know what type of demons they be possessed by. Like what's really wrong with you? Like for real. But anyway, nonetheless, it's a strange phenomenon, man, because you got to know how to deal with real life situations out here. But man, look, let's talk about this real quick with the Internal Revenue Service, because I had an epiphany earlier about what this is about.
Waste. Well, the numbers are just incredible. Liz Peek, let's get into it. Elon Musk posted this graphic on X showing how many people in what age group there are accepting these Social Security checks. It's just pretty incredible that you see ages.
Yo, Anna Smith's, pardon me. Anna Serve says, man, some slow dude made a video about her. Hey, look, just ignore it. If people ain't talking, then well, I should say it this way. If people talking, you're doing something right. And shout out to Anna Serve. Yeah, that demon juice definitely got people tweaking out here. But look what the Department of Government Efficiency exposed, right? Peep this.
110 to 119, 3.6 million. If you're 120 to 129, 3.5 million. I mean, last time I checked, Liz, there was no one in America that's 140 years old.
Sheesh. So, listen, America's crooked as hell, y'all. It's just crooked. They putting these numbers out here trying to get us to really be outraged about this, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that somebody in the government is forging the numbers and cooking the books and lying and funneling money, literally, you know what I'm saying, stealing from the public. I mean, who's surprised that the taxpayer dollars are being, taken? I mean, they've been doing this. I ain't surprised at all. But, I know now that people are going to find more trust in Elon Musk. They're going to find more trust in Doge, the Republican Party, because they're going to say, well, hey, if it wasn't for Trump and Elon, they would have never figured this out. Listen, I could tell you this right now. This is all by design, because you got to ask yourself, where is this wealth being appropriated now? Where is the money being pushed now? Artificial intelligence. So who do you trust, man? Put your trust in the Lord, bro. This country is done.
But if there is someone 140 years old, Maria, they sure deserve Social Security payments, and I'm all for it. Look, there are two astonishing things here. Number one, that this sloppiness and the fraud and waste has gone on for so long. Obviously, this is not something that happened overnight. It is incredible to me that people working in our government have had such laziness, such inertia, that they have never even bothered to look at these numbers that apparently are pretty easy to find. Number two, what's really incredible is that anyone is objecting to this, because, as Caroline Levitt pointed out, this isn't just about hauling in all those illegal and fraudulent and wasteful payments. It is about making sure that if you're 60 years old, you're going to get Social Security payments from a healthy institution for the next many years. So how can anyone object to this? I have no idea.
Well, I think, Cheryl, the Democrats are objecting to it because they're embarrassed. They've been supposedly stewards of our economy and stewards of our government for how many years, depending on who you're talking about. And this has been happening on their watch.
The agency's been asleep at the wheel. And I think that is where I'm so glad you brought this up, because it's the system. The why did this happen? And actually, Elon Musk did post about it.
Well, the system is screwed. So and from what I'm hearing, and hopefully this is true, y'all. Hopefully this is true. They saying that some Americans going to be getting some money, some checks. So I'm hoping, because the only solution at this point is, get us our money back. That's the only solution. Yo, if somebody been stealing all the United States money that's supposed to be going back in tax returns and Social Security, and somebody's been getting the money, find out who's been doing it, exactly who been doing it. Let's not blanket statement this and say the Democratic Party. Let's not make it a blanket statement and say the Democratic Party did X, Y, and Z. Now we need names. Look, this is what we need. We need names. We need some prosecutions, and we need some stimmies. That's what we need. I need dollars. Dollars is what we need. Hey. That's what we need. Like, stop playing with us. Like, you're going to show us that y'all been stealing all this time. I want to know who been doing it. Is Kamala name on the list? Biden name on the list? Y'all need to do some type of sting operation. Find out who's stealing all that money, Social Security money, because it's fraud. It's clearly fraud. Find out who doing it. And then hey, look, that was technically our money. At least get our elders right. That part. At least get our elders right. At least give the extra Social Security money that they've been stealing. Make them pay it back right on to our elders so they can stop stressing. Auntie and Mima and them stressing out on bills, and they done retired. Now, you know how sick that is? You in a country where our elders have worked their entire lives, and they got to stress out and not be able to pay their bills. Like, come on, man. They worried about still being evicted and things of that nature. That's not fair. So, nah. Y'all need to divvy that money right on up. Yeah, this country don't give a damn. The government was stealing from the elderly. Let's go.
He said that the logic flow diagram for the Social Security system looks insane. All capital letters, he wrote, Maria. He says no other person actually knows how it works. You need to get forensic accounting. You need to get programmers. You need to get people from Doge, that team. You need to get experts on technology and algorithms.
Experts on technology and algorithm, man, they are really pushing the artificial intelligence agenda, man. They are really pushing this agenda, and they're going to make people trust Doge. They're going to make people trust where the money is going. They're going, look, I'm telling you, they are really going hard with this. Like Pete, what she just said.
That team. You need to get experts on technology and algorithms and accounting systems.
Technology and algorithms, because they're going to claim this is human error. No, this is not human error. The United States government is corrupt, and the rich been stealing from the poor. But their solution is to get you to trust artificial intelligence. I'm telling you. Let's go.
In there, why that has never happened in all the decades that you've had thousands of reports about Social Security fraud, about checks that just kept going to somebody's residence after they'd passed away. I mean, come on, Maria. It's just, I can't believe we're finally addressing this. Like, I'm happy.
For so many years, Chris, that's all you heard from politicians. You know, we have to get rid of fraud, abuse, and waste. And yet, what? They didn't actually go and look to see where the money was going?
This bloated bureaucracy is just so... The idea that somehow some nameless bureaucrat could do a better job than Elon
Look, he said nameless.
Musk is absurd. And the fact that
okay, he's saying, yeah, this is all to push Doge, push Elon Musk, and push technology, AI.
Nameless bureaucrat could do a better job than Elon Musk is absurd. And the fact that where are these directors of Social Security been? This is the first thing you check in your first day. Are we paying anybody we shouldn't be? It's millions and millions of dollars. They keep talking about the viability of Social Security. That's the first thing you should have done instead of talking about raising taxes and cutting benefits. This should have been number one. So, I mean, these people should be ashamed of themselves.
And of course, right now, we've got the debate over how to cut, you know, to come up with offsets to actually afford President Trump's agenda, being money for the border, money for defense. And, you know, they're talking about cutting into mandatory spending. OK, instead of just going back and looking at where the money is, which is what Elon Musk and Doge are doing from the beginning. They're talking about cutting into mandatory spending. It's just,
man, we need to get them stimmies. That's the bottom line. Cynthia Hatley said that Boss Man is fire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that Boss Man song is really about not putting matters in your own hands, man. It's about, you know, just being a bigger person, ending the vicious, toxic cycle. And, you know, even if you can go DEFCON 3 and you got the ability to really turn up on somebody, like you capable. But you say, you know what? Nah, I'm going to let the Most High deal with that. That's what that song is about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what strength is. That's what being a bigger person is. That's where your real integrity comes in. And it'll be so many lives that's saved if people just learn how to turn the other cheek when it's appropriate. You understand what I'm saying? And because, you know, and that's just like a little light something, you know, that's so Farrah says you went in, Bree. Yeah, that's a little light something. Like, now, of course, if anybody who like to make videos about New Breed and all that, they want to do this with music, we can do that. You know, we can do the music, you know, something creative, something fun for the people, because that's using your creative expression. And, you know, you're doing what you do. We could do that. That's why it's nothing wrong in hip hop when people keep it on wax. When it started getting on a street level like it used to be in the 90s, that's when it's problematic because people lose their lives. And that's just not where it's at. Yeah, man. But that's how it is out here. I did share the link in the description box. Everybody joining. Uh, it's up to you. You can have your device on or off. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. I know there's a few people in the queue. Tanya says, she says, I had your jams on repeat last night. Been feeling it. That's what's up. I'm glad you enjoy that track. Yep. Yeah, man. Y'all gonna be hearing a whole lot of good music. I'm just talking about it's gonna come a time where everything I put up sounds different. Like it's gonna have a different vibe to each track. There's gonna be songs that sound like it came straight out the 80s, bro. Like I'm telling you, I'm gonna show y'all my range. There's gonna be songs that's lo-fi. There's gonna be songs that straight up hip hop bars. There's gonna be songs where y'all may hear me singing a little bit, like not even a little bit, but like actually singing songs. You know what I'm saying? So like it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all that this is not just one dimensional stuff going on. Somebody said another plane crash this morning. Oh no, come on now. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Let me look that up real quick. I'm still seeing 7 hour wait. Hold on. Oh man, another you can't be serious. Oh man, another plane crash, bro. Yep, two in Arizona. Like, nah, you can't make this up. Yeah, Tanya, I'm gonna get that on Spotify. It's gonna be available on all platforms. I'm actually upload that next week. Every week I have a set amount of songs that I'm gonna upload on all platforms. So the only thing I can do is tell y'all to check periodically. All I can tell you is when you want to listen to my music on Apple Music, you have to put everything in all caps when you put New Breed. Just put New Breed in all caps. Only on Apple Music though. But I already have like 6 songs, 6 or 7 tracks on Spotify and every other platform, Instagram, everywhere. I mean, everywhere. SoundCloud, all of it. Um, let's see. Yo, we got to talk about this plane crash. It's another plane crash. In Delhi plane crash in Marina Regional Airport in Arizona. Delhi plane crash. 2 small planes collide mid-air in Arizona. Here we have another one. We up towards the 80, 81, 82 plane crashes at this point. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. As we continue to follow some breaking news out of Arizona, you are taking a look at some live aerial footage. We are following the latest regarding a deadly plane crash at Marana Regional Airport. Here's what we know so far, courtesy of our partners at Fox 10 in Phoenix. You can see that several investigators, law enforcement officials, first responders are there on the ground, as you can also see the aftermath of that crash. Fox 10 saying this: at least 2 people are dead following a midair plane collision at an airport northwest of Tucson. That's according to what we heard from police earlier today. The Marana Police Department saying the crash happened February 19th, today on Wednesday, at the Marana Regional Airport, located near Avra Valley and Senderio Roads. The police writing on Facebook, quote, 2 confirmed dead, and both planes were smaller fixed-wing single-engine planes.
Yo, this is not making no damn sense. I mean, what, brothers and sisters, I said this once, I say it again. Do we know how big the sky is? Do we understand how big the air is? listen, the chances of planes colliding is astronomical, y'all. It does not make any logical sense. And this is what dumbs down society. When they keep telling us that planes and helicopters and these things are colliding. Listen, they're the way. All right, so if you know anything about aviation, I've been in a helicopter once, but I took plenty of flights. But anyway, when I was in a helicopter, it was during an air show. You know, we was growing up. It was a neighbor that lived in our neighborhood that wanted to take us in an air show. He showed us what that is literally, it's a numeric pattern, longitude, latitude, that pinpoints exactly where that plane is supposed to go. And I'm talking about the course of the helicopter or plane. And what I'm trying to explain to you is it's impossible to crash into something in the sky unless it's done on purpose. So what we're dealing with artificial intelligence, bro. Artificial intelligence is crashing these planes. You know, these planes are flying themselves. Earlier today, I reacted to the woman who wrote The Matrix as well as The Terminator, and she shares the same sentiments that I have. She was interviewed like a week ago, and she's saying the same thing I've been saying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Hitman. They put calculations in the flight system. So how are they doing it? Are they programming the plane? That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Exactly. Like, what are they doing? It's almost like this is being done on purpose. No, it ain't almost like, it is being done on purpose. I don't have to say alleged or none of that. This doesn't make no sense. Let's go.
The Federal Aviation Administration says a Lancer collided midair with a Cessna 172 just before 8:30 a.m. local time. 2 people were on board each plane. The National Transportation Safety
2 people were on aboard each plane, so only 2 died. So the other 2 lived. Or did one person die on each plane? How did that happen?
The National Transportation Safety Board will lead the investigation into this crash. We're still waiting to hear who the victims are. Their identities have not been confirmed. According to the FAA, the Marana Regional Airport is an uncontrolled.
They're probably not going to confirm who those victims are. I highly doubt that they're going to confirm who those victims are.
Field, meaning the airport does not have an operating control tower. FAA goes on to say that pilots utilize a common traffic advisory frequency to regularly announce their position to other pilots who are in the airport's vicinity. The pilot in command is responsible for maintaining safe separation from other aircraft, and pilots operated into uncontrolled fields are still required to comply with all federal aviation regulations, including minimum visibilities, minimum safety altitudes, and right-of-way rules. You can see here that they have taped off what looks to be another one of these small planes, and you can see several other small planes there in this regional airport.
When it comes to getting,
I'm trying to figure out why they taped off these 2 small planes. Like, are these people giving us the truth? Why do they tape off those 2 planes? Those planes didn't even have damage or anything. What is the point of that? Is that just for optics? I don't know. That's weird.
getting to market in a more quick manner, Popular Pace helps us move quickly and efficiently. As we all know,
I see stepping to the podium right now, Pam Bondi. So we're going to switch right back to that event in our nation's capital. Let's listen in.
My bad. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but let's go back to the plane crash.
The NTSB is en route to further the investigation.
And according to the FAA, we found out that the two aircraft involved, it's a Lands Air aircraft and a Cessna 172. And the FAA also saying that there were two people on board each of the aircraft. Two people passed. Now, the other two people, do we know anything about their conditions at this time?
From what I understand at this time is the other two involved are unharmed and they're doing okay.
Yeah, and again, all of this preliminary information, obviously.
I don't know, man. So they saying two people survived, the other two, passed on. This is crazy. Let me see if I'm pronouncing your name right. Jacob. This actually says Jacob. Yo, you in here, bro? You got your mute mic. Oh, I guess they just dipped out. All right. Again, the link is in the chat.
Obviously, this is happening as we speak. The FAA also describing this as an uncontrolled airspace, meaning there's no ATC control tower, meaning pilots have to communicate to each other about their positions via another type of frequency. We will continue to be here on scene and
hold on. Listen to what she just said.
Continue to be here on, meaning pilots have to communicate to each other about their positions.
Pilots have to communicate with each other about their positions
via another type of frequency.
Brothers and sisters, they are trying to cause confusion on the masses. Somebody said, what about their damn eyes? Exactly. How you in the middle of Arizona in broad daylight, not a cloud in the sky, and there's another plane in front of you, and you smack right into the plane? Like, make it make sense. It doesn't add up. Let's see. Don Terrius, what's going on, bro? You on mute, bro. Yeah, we ain't got no sound. Actually, yeah, you're on mute. Let me see if I can unmute you. No. Just come back when you figure your audio out, bro. Yeah, this is wild, man. Let's see. Hitman says the movie Flight Risk did this. They were in dead zones. They had to communicate through walkie-talkies. It say wakey-talkies. Walkie-talkies.
We will continue to be here on scene and gather information at this time, but stay right here with Fox 10, both live on air and online for the latest details. Reporting live here in Marana, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.
And thank you there to reporter Lauren Clark down at Fox 10 in Phoenix as she continues to detail the latest regarding this deadly plane crash. Also speaking with someone from the police department there as the Marana Police Department is investigating this entire situation. Now, we do want to keep it here focused on this breaking news story. Again, 2 people confirmed dead in this small plane crash that happened at Marana Regional Airport. That's just northwest of Tucson, if you're not familiar with the area there. And it does seem that...
I mean, look at that. I guess, is that the plane right there? We can barely... Because that looked like nobody would have survived that. If I'm looking at the scraps from that plane, if that's what they're showing us right there, I'm not sure how anybody could have walked away from that. Like, they're not giving us no real footage. This can't be the footage. I mean, look at that. Anna Serve says, I'm sure the new Jurassic Park or Mission Impossible movie will have some subliminal messages in them. Absolutely.
All right, let's head back out to reporter Lauren Clark with Fox 10 in Phoenix, continuing to cover this deadly plane crash.
happening here at the airport. Tell us what we know so far with the preliminary details.
Yeah, so what I can tell you at this time is this morning at approximately 8:29, so just prior to 8:30, officers from the Marana Police Department and members from the Northwest Fire District were dispatched here to the Marana Regional Airport on Avra Valley Road in reference to an aircraft down. It was learned that 2 aircraft were involved in a collision, and unfortunately 2 individuals were confirmed deceased. This is very early stages in the investigation, and the NTSB is en route to further the investigation.
Wow. And from the FAA, we learned that there was 2 people aboard each aircraft. 2 people unfortunately passed.
Well, they're not really giving us too much information on this. I mean, it looks to me that we have another situation where artificial intelligence was flying both of these planes. They're saying that 2 people died, but they're not giving you their identity whatsoever. Somebody said spring can't come quicker. I'm ready for the spring too. Internal beauty. I'm ready for it as well. Don Terry, you got your audio straight? Nah, bro, you're not coming through. I'm not sure how you have it hooked up, but it's not working. Yeah, bro, your device not working. But if anybody want to join the panel, it's an open discussion, man. You know, y'all. I know some of y'all probably just be chilling, playing the cut, relaxing. It is what it is because I can talk too. I could just sit in here and chop it up. If y'all just want to play the cut, play the background. But these plane crashes are happening for a reason. You know, they setting up a system in which we will trust artificial intelligence to make better decisions. Yeah, problem, reaction, solution. It's the same old game they play. But these YouTube streets, bro, they wild, man. These YouTube streets there's something else. I've been around for a while doing what it is I do. And I can tell y'all this right now. On social media, you do not have friends. Now, it's one thing if you know people off of social media and y'all build rapport and y'all build some type of business relationship, or you know that person to be stand up, and then they happen to have a social media and you happen to have a social media. That's different. But on social media, there is no friends on social media. And I'm gonna tell you, it's because of this reason right here. Everybody's opportunist. Everybody feels like in order to get to a certain position online, they have to destroy the next one. And it really does not work like that. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You can get on YouTube, you can slander a person, you can critique, you can criticize a person all you want and try to tear their character down and all of that. That you actually don't really gain nothing from that. Because that doesn't mean that those same people are going to follow you because you went in on somebody else. That doesn't mean that. One thing you got to keep in mind, people are going to deal with you for what you do. So if you get online and there's something that people really like about your material, they're going to like it because they like it. People like different things. My platform may not be for the next person, but I'm not forcing people to watch. I'm not going to force nobody to watch. You may get, when you do that with people, when you are constantly in drama, you may get people, to check you out temporarily because it's a lot going on. But the people going to stick around are the people who really understand what you really building, what you really about. So do what you do. It's a lot of people on here who just they cutthroat. They're definitely cutthroat. Tanya says, no drama. I don't want drama. I just want real talk. See, that's what's up. When you come over here, that's what you're going to get. Nothing but real talk. What's going on in the world, you know, how to avoid certain pitfalls in the system, how to stay out of trouble, how to keep your head on a swivel. Let's see. Anton the realist says you and Mark should do another live together. You know, we should. You're right. We should. You know, that's up to that brother though. You know me, I'm building with who's ever speaking the truth. And Mark, he still speaks the truth. We might have had our differences, but the brothers speak the truth. He teach the word. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't knock that. We do the same thing. We might have had a disagreement, but that don't mean nothing. I don't have no problems with that guy. Somebody said, I can't watch everybody either, right? You got to be selective with your energy in general. If it ain't positivity, you know, you got to stay away from that. That goes from social media and in the real world. If you got people around you who always criticizing, always being messy, always talking about somebody, you know, that's where it gets, that's where it gets crazy. Tanya said, oops, I unsubbed from him after the disagreement. Hey, it's no problem. I mean, to be 100 with you, Mark didn't do right by me, but at the end of the day, I'm a forgiving person. So although Mark was wrong in the situation, and he was wrong, you know, whether he can admit it now or not, he jumped to conclusions. He thought something was something that it wasn't. And when it was time for him to stand corrected, he gave a half apology that he then removed. And then he just distanced himself. That's not how you deal with things, especially with somebody who's been supportive of you. You know, it was just not a good thing he did. It was wrong. So I'm not saying that the man was right in the situation, but what I'm saying is there's a bigger picture of all of this. And what's good for these type of spaces is people to actually get along. It's bad seeing people claim to be biblical believers and all of that, throw each other under the bus, knife each other, be scandalous, be treacherous, and all of that. Like who would want to follow the truth? And that's what they see. Me personally, I see what goes on with the camps and how they be banging on each other and beefing and all of that. And it deterred me from wanting to be involved with any of those groups. And I got resources that those groups should be interested in. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Yeah, he was wrong in the situation, Pharaoh. I'm not saying the brother wasn't wrong. I just say that I forgive the brother, even though, you know, his apology, like I said, it was not a good apology, and then he reneged on that. And I was like, all right, well, the brother apologized. I wasn't gonna keep, you know, pushing the issue. But then when he removed it, and it was like, hey, look, I don't got nothing to do with nobody. I didn't do nothing to be treated that way. I didn't do nothing wrong to this brother. Everything I did regarding that brother was just helping him. So, you know, all I ever did was help that brother. But other than that, you know, people do what they do. People do what they do. And there's a lot of situations on here where people on social media just show that they're not loyal. In fact, I'm going to tell y'all like this. A lot of times for a lot of creators, it's just all about views. It's all about how many people watching, how many people, you know, like and comment, how many subscribers you got, and all this nonsense. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. And even people, fellow creators, if you're not getting the same views you was getting 1 month, all of a sudden they disappear. Why? Because it's all vanity. It's all vanity. It's all secret competition. It's all vanity. It's all who's doing this and who's doing that and who got the most views and who got the most hits. And oh, let me align myself with this one. And it's just a treacherous, sick game. That's why I don't roll with nobody on here. I don't rock with these people on here. They scandalous. And like I said, I look at Mark like a little brother. I always looked at him like a little brother. I always wanted the best for that brother. You know what I'm saying? And in case y'all don't know what took place, you know, sometimes I think it was sometime last year. Yeah, it was sometime last year. You know, there was a situation, an altercation with myself and another creator, and then Mark took the opportunity to come out and say something on the lines of, what did he say? Oh, he said that I was using him or something like that. I don't know for what. But he said only time we chopped it up was when it came to business, which wasn't true. It wasn't true what he said. It was just a lie. And I proved him with documents that the contract that Mark signed, he could have got out at any time. No lawyers were needed. And I gained absolutely nothing from Mark. That contract was involving our websites. It was completely his. He had complete ownership of it. And Mark just didn't want to pay to keep his own site running. That's the truth. And for whatever reason, he thought that I was trying to use him. And I was trying to make sure that he didn't make the mistakes that a lot of creators made. And he had other businesses. He had his own website. I put this brother on with starting his LLC, you know, things like that. And I'm not trying to say this stuff to, you know, brag, but I want the brother to hear what I'm saying, to know how hurt that I was by that situation, because I never took nothing from Mark the Messenger. I had not, like, literally, I did it out the kindness of my heart because I wanted to see the brother flourish. I wanted to see the brother grow. And it's like, I know every time I do something and I have good, positive intentions, it just comes back to bite me. It's like, what did I do to deserve that? You know, so, you know, I don't like that. I don't like when people, because, you know, when people do that, because if he felt that way, the whole time, he picked a interesting time to bring something out like that when he had my number and he had means to be able to communicate with me. So it was just a wild situation. But nonetheless, I hope one day we can chop it up. I hope he can join a live stream, join a panel. We can keep it online if he want. Like, if I share my link, I'll come here. It don't even have to be 1,000 people watching. I don't mind people pulling up. Like, a lot of these creators, bro, a lot of these social media creators, I want y'all to know something. Think about this, right? I want y'all to think about this. Everybody who makes videos about New Breed and has an issue with me, I want y'all to consider something. Just think about this. What have I actually done to them? Can they tell you what I actually done to them? The answer is they can't even tell you what I done to them, y'all. I'm telling you, it's always me helping them do something. It's literally always me helping me do something. It's always what I didn't do. Well, you didn't call me when this was going on or that was going on. That's everybody's problem with me. It ain't never like I actually did something to you. I'm telling you, man, and that's like wild. That's why I tell people, don't put yourself out here on social media like that. Don't be out here trying to be a benefit to everybody. People will take advantage of that. They'll never tell you what their original issue is, what I done to them. They can only tell you my response. Now, I don't always respond kind, but ain't that how people gaslight? They'll trigger you, and then when you respond angrily, you're the problem, you the bad guy. I'm telling you, these people cannot tell you what I done to them. They can't tell you. You know why? The Bible says we are hated for the Lord's name's sake. Yep. But you know, it is what it is. And that's why y'all notice anytime I even touch on any of those type of topics, any of those type of issues, I don't blow it up in the public. I come over here and chop it up with my day ones. I chop it up with the people who actually rock with me, rock with my music. I chop it up with y'all because I'm not trying to make a big show out of nonsense. Even though what I'm talking about is not nonsense, because y'all can learn from what I'm talking about. You can learn how to stay out the way. You can learn to look out for yourself and stop putting people you know, on a pedestal, or, you know, putting yourself out there. You can really learn from this. Let's see. Somebody says, let's see, Tanya says, I unsubscribed immediately. And see, that's what's up. I respect that too. Cause I unsubscribe from a lot of people too. I mean, I don't watch these people. Like, y'all don't understand. I don't watch when people make videos about me. I don't watch it. I don't watch their content. Only time I even know what's going on is if somebody tells me in my chat. I don't watch these people at all. I don't watch it. Because the thing is, brothers and sisters, you are not supposed to feed yourself with negativity. It's a waste of your time. Yeah, when you look back at it, man, these YouTube streets is dirty. It is dirty. Let me see. Somebody says, Anton the realist says, sounds like y'all just need to sit at the round table and settle differences because y'all joined together, have a lot of wisdom to combine to share with the people. Hey, listen, I'm not willing to sit around the round table with any and everybody. The only person I would be willing to have a conversation with is Mark the Messenger. That's it. That's it. That's all, and that's it. These other people showed me that they are just beyond, you know, they on their level in life. Let's just leave it that. Let's leave it at that. They doing them, and I don't really want nothing to do with those people. Yeah, it's some people that you just leave them with a yet. Tanya says, I'm following you off grid. Tanya, you might need to slide up in that DM. Tanya might need to slide up in the DMs low key. Somebody says, oh, Tanya also says, I would like to see you and Mark iron out y'all differences. Until then, unsub. Yeah, it will have to take a real sit down conversation, a mature conversation. I'm sure Mark will catch wind of this. I'm sure you'll catch wind with this. I think that would be good for the community. Because, and the only reason I say that, because I believe he is not as negative as other people. Some people are just negative. You know, some people are beyond negative. And I don't deal with those people. Yeah, I ain't dealing with that. But one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, when you see people come together on social media and they team up to hate one person, and or team up because they got common enemies and all that kind of stuff, you know, those type of people are going to fall out, or they're never going to build nothing together. Because when you team up for all the wrong reasons, just to you know, try to ruin somebody else's character, try to destroy somebody else's work and all of that, then you really don't have nothing in common. You just got enemies in common. And the Most High say he's going to use the wicked, the evil to judge the wicked. So people like that don't, it's like, you know, people like that don't last, or either they just don't build nothing together. Nothing happens. Nothing comes out of it. It's all to try to garner support from people. I'm going to tell y'all what it's about. It's about all these pretty women that's in these chats. It's about super chats, cash apps, likes, and views. That's what it's about. These people will sit up here and try to tarnish the next person's character and then do the same. Allegedly, well, let me say this. They'll try to tarnish the person's character just so they can open up cash apps and GoFundMe's and all. That's how these people are. It's like, if I can destroy this person, I can get their financial support. I've seen that so many times in camps. I've seen different camps going against each other just to do what I'm talking about. That's how dirty it is on social media. That's how dirty it is, man. They be looking at what women watching, who's this, who's that, and they just be plotting. Telling you. These people, wow. Yeah, Ethnic says Mark the Messenger feels a good person, but like you said, it's just things that happen. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Mark the Messenger is like too far gone or nothing like that. I mean, he's trying to put the word of God out. Like, I mean, I'm not mad at the guy. It's just he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? He made a mistake, and he did not treat me. He didn't honor me as somebody that, you know, influenced, inspired, or even supported. He didn't honor me as such. He dishonored me and he disrespected me, and he didn't really have a reason to do that. And then when I responded and called him out on it, he did, you know, he kind of like fled. It's like you can't do people wrong and flee and think it's cool. That's not cool at all. At least give a person a chance to sit around a table and talk. I at least give people that. There's people who've done worse than what Mark think I done to him. It's people who done worse to me. And whatever because I did nothing to him, but whatever he thought, if he thought I only called for business, that's people who done worse to me. And I still joined the panel and was like, what's up? What horrible things were said. I still jumped on it like, what's up? I'm right here. What y'all want to say? So it is what it is, though. From Failure to Fight, it says being jealous and envious of other gaining something blocks your own blessings. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. That definitely blocks your blessings. Yeah, I'm gonna even share my link, because you know there's content creators watching, man. These people are watching, bro. They always watching. I know they watching right now. They can't help but to watch. Respectfully, if Mark watching, you know, that's understood. You could join any look. Anybody want to click that link, feel free. Yeah, they be in the clouds. And I'm okay with that. Long as they learning something. Because at this point in time, brothers and sisters, we got to lead by example at the end of the day. That's what it really boils down to, leading by example. That boss man track is about bossing up this year. Not going back and forth with clowns and not dealing with people who are slanderers and backbiters and gossipers. Understanding that the Most High hate a slanderer. The Most High hates somebody who bears false witness. A lot of y'all seen a lot of the things that took place over the course of this last year. And you know what? The platform, all us brothers and sisters in truth, everybody rocking with the channel, we did nothing but grown stronger. We did nothing but grown stronger. That's why the Bible says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The Most High didn't say that weapons will not form against you. He said they ain't going to prosper. They can form all day, but that does nothing. Since then, I've grown expeditiously. Most High been doing nothing but blessing me. And people, look, people don't think some of us are blessed because we stoic, because we keep a certain look on our faces. Look, there's some people in this truth that been through so much, that's our permanent look, and we can be full of the joy of the Most High. Full of the joy. But some of us chosen ones is rough around the edges. Make no mistake about that. Y'all know when you just chilling, but nobody want to approach you. I just look like that. People think you mean. People think you arrogant. People think you tough to talk to, tough to deal with. Nah, it ain't that. It's that we powerful, we strong, and we stoic. And it'd be like some of the coolest people be like that. I see I got a perpetual learner in the building. What up? What up? What up, bro?
Shalom, bro. How you doing?
Ain't nothing. What's popping?
Hey, man, I didn't really have much to say. I just wanted to tell you, keep doing your thing. The right people will like you and follow you. The wrong people, they're just going to fall by the wayside.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Also, yeah, I learned a lot from you, and I feel like if your purpose is to learn something, you don't have time to hate. And especially if you was raised a hustler instead of a hater, I mean, this is kind of like self-explanatory.
Facts. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Yeah,
Yes,
when you a
sir.
person who want to see everybody win, and you know how it is being at the bottom, and you want to see people elevate, and you've been supportive, that's a righteous hustle, because the Most High rewards those who give. Charity covers the multitude of sins. And one thing you learn, at an early stage in this walk, is if you show love, gratitude, and support towards other, the Most High will make sure you got everything you need. Especially if you doing it not just to get things, but you really about that. And
Yeah,
some people haven't really learned that. It's a lot of selfishness out there. There's a lot of people who have the spirit of preeminence. They want to be the centerpiece, and it's just a bad spirit. It's a covetous spirit out there, and that's why it's like difficult to trust a lot of people in the world, and especially on social media.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. Here, I'm gonna turn my camera on, and the purpose of it is to show you that, one, you are a legit YouTuber. I know how, people can get on here and they can front like they're something they're not, but my purpose is to show you that these two churches,
Okay.
the renewal of your mind and this chosen one with the Phoenix 12 tribes is
That thing
like,
clean.
these are literally both of my favorite shirts. Like, I wish I could wear them all the time, but of course you got to clean
Oh
them.
man. Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
hold on. I'm gonna let you show them again. I'm gonna put you. Hold up. I'm gonna make the screen. Let me see if it'll let me do this, so the people can see a little bit more clear.
Yeah, so I got this 12 tribes from you. I literally, hold on, I'm gonna get you this one too. And then I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
turn my camera off. I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 1 second.
All right. Yeah, as y'all can see, man, when you get on the site, you get your. Oh
This
yeah, got
Scully
the
is my favorite Scully, man. I ain't gonna
yes,
lie to you.
sir.
It goes right with the shirt. But yeah, the merch is fire. So make sure you copy something. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to both of the channels.
Man, thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate the support, man. I see it. That's what I'm talking about, man. And how's the quality, brother?
It's top shelf, A1.
How's A1? See, and that's what it's about. We're not just putting out anything, man. Stuff that fits good. You can wash it several times and wear it. You know
Yep,
what I'm
nothing is
saying?
faded or nothing. And like, I just
Yep.
try to make sure I take care of them. But I know for sure I'll be purchasing more. So I want to just give you your flowers and tell you to keep going. And I mean, I know at this point in life you developed a lot of wisdom. So therefore, a lot doesn't really phase you. I feel like uh like-minded individuals or spirits are the same way. So I mean, for us,
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of stuff doesn't really need to be explained.
Absolutely. No, I absolutely agree with that. And you know me, brother. Only time I even talk about any of these things is when I think there's a learning experience to be gained.
Yes, sir.
From people looking on the outside, they may see certain interactions going on. Like when you see what happens at the end of everything, that's where the lesson comes.
Yes,
And
sir. And
and
I
that
feel
helps.
like
Yep.
the best learning experience is your personal life experience.
Yes, absolutely. And there's a lot of people going through these different dynamics where they may be going through this in their community with different people, workplace, um,
Hmm.
family, all of that. So I want y'all to keep y'all head up. Don't put matters into your own hands. Let it fly over your head. And I can honestly say, perpetual learner, I haven't always been that type of brother that just let things go. I
Yeah,
would be.
it's
I'm like,
definitely tough.
yep. It comes with growth. It comes with wisdom. It really does.
Yes,
That
sir.
would At one point that would have been my weakness. At this point, you know, I put out a song that hopefully it helps some brothers get off them streets and not go hunt somebody down or spin somebody's block and just say, you know what if I put this in the Most High's hands and walk away from this
Exactly.
situation? Yeah,
Because
that's
our
real
battle is
talk.
not physical; it's spiritual. So I mean,
Absolutely.
the right people know, and the right people are gonna follow. So I just came on here to let you know that the link is working. As long as your audio is good, people can join. They could chop it up with you, bro. Um,
Okay.
and if you don't mind, yes, I am a content creator. You can follow me at Perpetual Learner, and I try to
Yes.
just drop videos on my anecdotal experience. And again,
Mhm.
thanks for letting me on the platform, bro.
Absolutely, brother. Join anytime and y'all go support Perpetual Learner. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Peace. See, that's what it's about, man. That brother supported the material. He probably didn't know he was gonna get the opportunity to get on a panel and chop it up with me. And hopefully y'all go support that brother because that's what it's really about, supporting each other. You know, Tanya, thank you for the support. She says New Breed, thank you for representing for the kingdom of the Most High. The content and emphasis on scripture edifies, not crucifies, fellow brethren. All glory to God. Peace and blessings from Tennessee. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tanya. And that's even a powerful statement. It's supposed to edify, not crucify, fellow brethren. And that seems to be an issue with some of these people who claim to be in the truth. They know how to use the Bible. They know how to weaponize the Bible to criticize, tear somebody down, never to edify. It's never to uplift. It's never to like even to correct, because there's a way you can go about correcting a person. It's never to, it's just in a bad spirit. It's in a very ugly spirit. It's almost like, and the same people do this, they'll be telling people to repent. And then when they hear people repent, they'll brag about it. It's like these people find a need to try to rule over people's souls and try to, like, it's a real demonic spirit on some of these people out here. And once you see it, it's like, damn, that's an ugly spirit. That's demonic. That's real low level stuff. But that's what these people do, man. They don't want to build people up. They want people to crash and burn. They want somebody to, it's like they get off on saying, this person gonna be destroyed. I can't wait till they day come. I can't wait till they done. I can't wait. One day we gonna look up, they gonna be destroyed. It's like, who thinks like that? Who thinks like that? Yeah, misery loves company. That's a fact. Yeah, man. Ethnic says some people be secretly in the craft predicting downfalls and aligning it with full moons. And he says that God said this and said that. It's a false prophecy and lies. Absolutely. There's a lot of witches and warlocks on here. It's a lot of witches and warlocks on this platform. But they ain't got no power over us. They ain't got no power over the Most High's people. These people are sick in their head, trying to mix their little magic and sorcery with the word of God. It's real sick. Lay, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me, Bree?
Yep, you loud and clear. How you doing?
I'm all right. I had to join in a chat because I wanted to ask you really quick. What I was gonna say. Oh, do sometime those camps, do they possibly be having like what is it, witches and warlocks running it by any chance?
I believe they do. I believe
Because
that. Yep. Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead. Let me hear what you say.
Yeah, I believe they do. Now, of course, everybody who claiming to be in truth ain't in truth. Everybody who's toting a Bible doesn't mean that they not into other practices. One example I would give is the fact that a lot of them are under 501c3, and that's not just a tax exemption. That actually controls their theology because they're unable to put out certain information. So I would say if you're manipulating in any way the word of God to line your pockets in a way where you're not going to put the truth out, I would call that witchcraft. I would call that sorcery because you're intentionally deceiving people. Now, far as warlocks getting caught up, there has been rumors with certain camps, certain books that they read from and use that is not extra biblical text. I mean, I'm talking about some old 48 laws of power type of stuff. There's been rumors to going around saying stuff like that, but I wouldn't doubt it if there are witches and warlocks in the camps.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that confirmation. Let me give you my little quick testimony real quick. And I believe the Most High made you, encourage you to open up this line because this topic right here, it really went through. It's about what I just went through this week. I just was involved in a camp because I called myself. I thought I was trying to follow the statutes, laws, and commandments of the Most High and stuff. So I was trying to learn where the fringe is and everything through them and stuff. So, but I started noticing things and I started calling them out on it, like not rude or disrespectful, but I used to call them out on it and they'd be like, no, you just tripping. And then over time and stuff, they started looking at me as being rebellious and or whatnot. But I feel like fast forward now, I feel like somebody put like I think that they doing witchcrafts and sorcery on the people, like all the youngsters, because it's mostly it's a bunch of youngsters, middle age, and then elders up there. But then for the most part,
Is it a big camp or is it
yeah,
like okay?
they got different locations and stuff, and it's like a big camp, not too big, not like the IUIC purple people, but they this one they pretty big with different locations. But for the most part, this what happened this past couple days. I had called somebody out on something, and because I got tired of them like belittling me and taking advantage of my niceness and everything, and then trying to steer the people wrong. And I could see clear, I could see what's going on, but a lot of people can't. So
Mhm.
they was just like, okay, so what do you have to say? So we had a little counseling or whatever. Now I tell you, when we was in this counseling, I'm clearly telling them what's going on, but they clearly in my face trying to switch my words around and trying to spin a narrative. And as I'm battling them, like, you're not gonna spin a narrative. Like, this is what happened. How you gonna try to mind trick me and all like that? That ain't cool. So they're like, okay, well, this how we gonna do it. We gonna meet you halfway. Da da da. I'm like, all right, boom. So by the time the little counseling was over and stuff, and then I had left, um, the narrative got spent. They went on their little page, started down in my name or whatever, and then the Most High just said, leave it alone," and then boom, I'ma handle it. Oh, but right before that part, I forgot to tell you why. When we was in the class, when the preacher be preaching, they called me an enemy. Like, he didn't say it right to my face, but you know when somebody talking about you. So he
Right.
pulled a scripture out the Bible, and he said, "This is what the Most High do to our enemies and stuff." He went to the scripture of, what was it? The bow and arrow. He was like, "You get it." He was like, "Because it's a spiritual warfare, not physical." He was like, "You get the bow and arrow." He was reading the scripture that said, "Bow and arrow, aim it at your enemy." He started moving his hands. As he reading the scripture, he moving his hands and grabbing it like it's a bow. And then he was like, "Now you target it at your enemy," and he pointed it at me. And now I wasn't looking at him. I wasn't looking at him because I was looking at the screen. They got TV screens too. So, and if I'm not looking at him, he can't hit me with it. So instead of waiting for me to look his way, he turned to the TV screen, to the camera that's facing him, and then he shot it right there. So the target, it hit me, I feel like, in the spirit realm. Tell me why I get home that night and I get liver psoriasis of the liver. How you say that?
Yeah.
I had
Psoriasis.
Yeah, I got psoriasis of the liver because I do drink a lot, but I think also one of them witches, they be putting hexes and tricks on people, and I think somebody put a trick on me that previous week to drink a little more. But I could be wrong, could be not, but it was just real weird. So I get psoriasis of the liver or whatever, and my body shutting down, and my heart rate, like I'm really feeling the symptoms and everything, like, and all that. And then I'm praying to the Most High, like, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I can't die right now. This man just told me to. And after he shot the bow and arrow, he was like, yeah, now go get your house in order, as in you about to die. So then, bam, I'm like, it was just horrible. I felt my body shutting down and all that. I prayed about it, and then I went to the hospital. Not that night, but probably 2 days later. I never went to sleep. I was up for 2 days. I was scared to go to sleep, and I was just praying and everything. And then I ended up going to the hospital. Now, when I'm at the emergency room and stuff, um, I'm just trying to be strong about it, and I'm talking to the Most High. But then I'm like, let's see what they say. I'm about to get my little liver checked out or whatever. And then he was just like talking to me and stuff, and we went from there. Fast forward to today, I'm stronger. I got my appetite back. I'm like
That's good.
thriving and back to normal and everything. So that was
That's
my little quick testimony with these little camps or whatever. But I just wanted to double check. I'm like, let me ask New Breed to see if I ain't tripping. Do they really be witches and warlocks in there? And he was doing that hand gesture stuff.
Yes. Well, yeah. It's a lot of witches and warlocks that hide in all religions, Christianity, Islam. That's the best place for them to hide, is in any organized religious group. But I did want to ask you, what situation was it? Because you spoke on it, but what situation was it that made them? What was you questioning? Was it something doctrinal? How did you
No, it
feel
was
they were
just my
misleading?
overall. it was my overall experiences that I kept having with them. It's like the men in there, they treat the women like they nothing and all that, and make them feel little, can't speak up for themselves and everything. And they got everybody under I feel like they got everybody under a spell to do what they want them to do. And then like I came in there, I'm like, and then they little tricks and mind games and spells never worked on me. And they started feeling threatened by it. So now what they doing is nitpicking and what is it called when you gaslighting? I got gaslighted a lot. I got like they trying to control me, silence me. And I just got frustrated one time. And I'm like, I'm sick of this. Y'all do stuff, everybody up in here doing stuff to me and all like that. And I never spoke up because I try to keep the peace, but enough is enough. So once I start speaking out and like, nah, everybody gonna repent up in here because you did this, you did that. It ain't just me. I'm not tripping. So then they didn't like that. And they don't feel like women should be speaking up. So they hurried up and just, oh yeah, you tripping, you gotta go, you hold on, da da da. So like that, I start speaking up for myself with
Right.
little tricks they was doing.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. And a lot of these camps and congregations, when you start to, call certain things out, especially if it's anybody in leadership, they'll try to turn everybody in the congregation against you and all of that kind of stuff. That happens a lot in any organized religion. Not to just specifically hone in on the Israelite camps, although I don't deal with organized religion at all for this reason. But I'm glad that you're feeling better. And of course, I know you had to make certain changes in order for you to get back 100% feeling better. And you just
Yeah.
keep on the righteous path and don't let those, because those demons and witches and warlocks don't have no power over us. As long as we in right standings and we not doing anything that can cause ourselves any openings for them. So just keep it up.
Right, I will do. Thank you, Breed. And shout out to your music, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Your music, yesterday I was listening to it and it was empowering in my spirit and building up my adrenaline. And then I was like getting stronger, like I could feel the lion coming out of me with your music, and the Most High helped me with it. So keep up the good work too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's what's up.
Most
Blessings to
deaf.
you.
Likewise, brother.
All right. Peace. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm glad that, she's better and got out of that situation with them camps. 'Cause they be wilding. Them, yeah, them camps, they something else. There's quite a few testimonies online. I mean, if you look at where a lot of them came from, it started off with a violent cult. The first camp was what was those people's names, man? I covered it. I be forgetting, man, but I covered that camp that was out here beheading people and all that. If y'all know the name of them, put it out there. They had that charismatic cult leader. But yeah, man. Yeah, well, this is why we do these live panels, and every now and then, this is what we got to do. We just got to open up, let the spirit lead, talk, chop it up, iron sharpen iron. The link is still in the description box. Kim C's in the building. What's going on, Kim? It says it usually comes to haunt you as you age if you drink a lot through the years. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she had to cut back to heal up. Let's see. Rise Radio, Israel Radio says our faith has to be organized. However, Breed, the Most High Yah's on point and intentional. Yeah. Now I'm gonna say this: some people need that organization, that fellowship with a group. So I'm not here to demonize every camp. That's not the goal. I'm just simply saying that it's not for everybody. And just be careful with those people. Be careful with whoever you decide to just commune with. What we got going on with UP Farms, although we come together, what we do what we need to do and build with each other. We're not a religious organization. I'm not like a camp leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I'm not out there to Jim Jones people. I know that some people then lied and said that. Nah, I'm simply a promoter of an initiative that I believe in. Simple as that. Yeah, them people, the nation of Yahweh people, them people. Yeah, we not doing no cult stuff over here. Yo, my brother. Yo, what up? King Connect. What's up? What's up, bro? Well, I think you on mute, fam.
Hello.
Yo, what up, brother? I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him time. He'll be back. Yeah, that's the Ock right there. Yeah, I know y'all waiting for another King Connect and New Breed song. It's coming. Mind Game says, I just saw you live, Breed. Yeah, they tried to shadow ban that live earlier. They did shadow ban that thing successfully. It's like anytime I show you where Elon Musk and Trump is getting the technology from, they shadow ban the video. It's like clockwork. King Connect, what up, bro?
What's good, my brother? You get me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now.
Yes, sir. I got inspired to give a testimony regarding like the I guess is we can call it organized religion or
Yes,
just
sir.
meeting up with others. And my experience was me and my family we would drive across town to go meet these other Hebrews and get in the scripture and just congregate. We'll go on the Sabbath
Yeah.
and just get together, get in the word, eat, kind of like a little get together.
Right, right.
And it ended up falling out because of uh basically men wanting power, the
Yes.
elder wanting that control. Um it got to a point where, going there with me and my pops, and a lot of the what we would read would be elementary. It'd be a lot of milk, you know,
Right, right.
and not to say there's nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with the simple and the understanding the basis of the word. But
Right,
when but uh we felt like it'll be good for us to get into the meat of the matter, for us to get into Christ, for us to get
right.
into you know the new true and living way, the new and living way, and the the reason and the reason we can, you know, have redemption, the reason we can have salvation. And basically it was, we stopped going because we felt like, I mean, before we stopped going, we brought up the conversation. It was like it's all a little funny.
Right, right.
Basically, when we addressed it, he was like, it's a lot of young people in here. They can't really understand. They're not ready for all that. And that's what really had us thrown off. And like, yeah, seems like you just want control. He said, yeah, it's a lot of young people. They, fresh in. We don't want to give them too much, but they might not be able to understand. But the
Right.
spirit is the source of our understanding.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's why we seen, I mean, at that point I seen straight through him and seen that he wanted power, because he was saying that, oh, just young people in here, we want to take it easy regarding, and we're talking about Christ, we're talking about faith, talking about it's, and a lot of he was focused on the law, and there's nothing wrong with the law, but you know he was
Right.
kind of trying to recreate a lot of people try to recreate the Levitical order, and basically meaning instead of ordaining Christ as the head, they rather ordain themselves because they're the elder. You know, instead
Right.
of following Christ, they want you to follow them and follow their lead. But
Yep.
every man is supposed to be, the head of his own household, and Christ is
Exactly.
supposed to be leading us all, and Christ is supposed to be able to speak through us all, to the point
Mhm.
where he would always, and we had no problem with the milk, but we introduced the thought of every man should have a day where he can go in a word and read to the class about different subjects and topics,
Yep.
rather than it just being every man should have that opportunity. And it was challenges with
Absolutely.
that, because we're all men. We're all supposed to be vessels of the Spirit of God,
Man,
vessels of Christ.
you speaking it, brother. And that's what it's supposed to be. And that's iron sharpening iron. The
Yep.
traditional, the real traditional church setting, Christ sitting around, they were sitting around outdoors and everybody was chiming in, and of course Christ, he had certain knowledge that he was bestowing on people and bestowing on his disciples. But the thing is, man, we're supposed to be learning from each other, and we're in a different time now where, look, you know the days of having a preacher and he's leading everybody and he's spiritually the head of every man, and he's you know leading the congregation, and he's trying to tell you how to deal with your family and all that. Those days are coming to an end. It's going to come a
Mhm.
time where brothers going to have to tap into that scripture, study to show yourself approved,
Exactly.
and don't be relying on no man that's flawed. We all have our look. The Bible says we all see the truth through a murky lens. So when
Hmm.
we come together to learn from each other, that's when we are sharp. That's when we really on point. It's power in
Exactly.
numbers. And so,
Yep.
that's the importance of really networking and linking up with like-minded people. Not
Exactly.
to be
And I
led,
think,
not to be led by somebody, but to build.
yeah. And man, yeah, and it got to a point where, since we brought that up, it was tension. And a lot of, people, I realized that a lot of people, they come together in the congregation just to be comfortable, rather than actually, that's why we can get together to do all type of things, but when it's really about getting in the word, people don't want to be of one mind, like the scripture says. People don't want to have you know,
Yeah, because
a real understanding.
it's preeminence, brother. Somebody always got to be that person who's running and ruling everybody. Look, be the boss man of your house. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, with this song Boss Man that I just dropped, not to change the subject or nothing, because it's right in lines of what I want to say here. But look, that's talking about being a boss of your family, being a boss of yourself, being a boss of your tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
we men at the end of the day, and every man gets knowledge from the Messiah, young or old. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we missing in this time. People trying to rule over people, and that guy was probably afraid that the youth would get the knowledge, get the scriptures, and surpass him, because
That's exactly
that's what it boils
that.
down to.
That's exactly what it was. To the
Hmm.
it to the point where, and because he was, he seen the musical talent. He was like, yeah, we gonna, he tried to get me to, be a part of the little group, wanted me to go on campuses and try to get people to, join up and come together on the days. And it's like, but I seen through it, because it's like when we want to really talk about Christ and talk
Hmm.
about, salvation and true repentance, you ain't really liking that. You want to hold people in a bondage to the point where, instead of focusing on the meat of the matter, which is salvation through Christ. You want to have people be in bondage to the point where you want to recreate the Levitical order. You want to
Right.
be the the head priest. You know,
Right.
everything got to go through you.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
why when
Afraid that if you learn the word that you ain't gonna need them no more.
exactly
And you
exactly
know, the Levitical priesthood, we don't have the Levitical priesthood no more. And so, you know, we don't have it just is what it is. When we keeping the holy days and the Sabbaths, we got to do them to the best of our ability. And it ain't gonna be done exactly how it was done biblically because we don't have the Levitical priesthood to do it. But
yep
you know, the Most High give us grace, understanding that we acknowledging His Sabbaths and His feast days. But you know,
yep
these people want to perfect something that they can't possibly perfect. You know, and that's why Christ is so important. That's why understanding the word is very important, man.
hmm and it's
Yep.
like and it got to a point where one of the last times we came to the to the get together, and we ran a little late, and usually before we'll say a prayer, they'll blow the trumpet, ain't nothing wrong with it, but we joined a little late, and it was already tension, and he started talking about us, our family, like basically, respect the time, because this is basically, he was saying something like, this is of the Most High. The Most High chose this place. We're gonna he was saying, and we even had the idea of, we don't got to just be at his house. But
Right.
he didn't like that either. He wanted it, he wanted to be the head honcho. He wanted to be the main, the 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 head priest.
Well,
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure y'all getting up out of that, ain't y'all? Or y'all
oh
or
no, yeah, this was a while ago. This is
oh,
maybe
okay.
maybe a year ago. Yeah, we
Yeah.
stopped going, most definitely.
Oh, okay.
And this was the breaking point right here. And it's like, yeah, you gotta respect my house. Don't come in while we're in the middle of saying praying. And it's like, because the Holy Spirit is dwelling in here. And it's like, man, we driving an hour and something to get together so that we can be iron sharpening iron, so that we can build together. And how do you know if the spirit, he was saying like, oh, the spirit is dealing in this house. How do you know if the spirit's not dealing with us outside of this house? You know?
Right, right.
And basically, at the end of the day, he was trying to build a church. And
Yeah, those days are over, man. And you
yeah,
know, the good thing is, man, a lot of younger people who are coming into the truth now, from my observation, they about action. And that's what I really like about this next generation of people coming into the truth. Man, at least the people that myself, Zah, and a couple of other brothers, you know, your Born Rose, your King Connects, you know, these are men who actually been on the field, linked up, you know what I'm saying, who talking
yeah,
about action, who talking about doing something, not just like let's tote scriptures all day and see who can articulate the word best and see who can rule over somebody using the Bible. Nah, we literally have met in person. A lot of people that y'all see me chop it up with on a regular when I open these panels, you know what I'm saying? I've met these people in person, face to face. You know what I'm saying? And I know what these brothers are about. And it's about actually building something. It's about actually doing something for our people, not just
exactly,
playing church. We've been playing church for too long, man. That
yeah,
has gotten us nowhere. Yeah, the
exactly.
church. Yeah, we got
That's
to get active. Yep.
that's the only way we can truly build something, and build with one another. Even just like to the point where, man, it's hard to build true brotherhood,
Yep.
everything's so disconnected.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's a beautiful thing to find, and be connected with truly, like-minded individuals, to the point where you can actually build, brotherhood And you know, there's some type of relationship that involves, you know, the spirit of love, like it says, you know.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
you know, that's why, you know, I'm glad, and you know, I was honored to go out there and to meet you, because you know, you being a vessel of the spirit of God, it did help me, you know, and still does, you know, in my walk. And you know, you introduced me to a lot of things, and I can say that, hey, I thank the Most High for you, and I
Man,
truly do
thank you,
appreciate you,
brother.
man.
Hey man, thanks for showing up to that event, man, and helping us, bro. Like, you know, you was putting in work out there, man. You was performing. King Connect was doing his thing, y'all, music wise. You know what I'm saying? It was just a great occasion. And on top of that, you know, just doing music with you, bro. Like that's, you know, what I really like about your music is all about worshiping the Most High. It's praise music. And
Yep.
you know when I send you this track, the next track I send you, it's gonna be right up your alley. I'm gonna pick a beat, it's gonna be right up your alley because I want to show people what your type of music about, the people who haven't heard it. And if you haven't heard it, by the way, y'all can follow King Connect on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, and check this brother out, man. The music is fire.
Hey,
For real.
I appreciate it, man, and all praise to the Most High. Yeah, he he is so inspiration, man, and just trying to live life for him and be inspired by him. You know, the music always to plant seeds and hope to, you know, inspire inspiration, man, and hey,
For
dedicated
sure.
to the truth, man. Yeah, but hey, praise the
Absolutely.
Most High.
Thank you,
And
brother.
and main thing, brother, I just wanted to say thank you for staying true, man. Even, you know, with everything that happened with all the altercations,
Right,
you
right.
stayed
Nah,
true.
brother, thank you for staying true, bruh. You ain't
Hey,
jumped ship. Like it's people, let me tell you something, bruh. You know, when people think, man, when people think something is going left, you see who's real. So I actually, those situations I've been through a whole lot worse in real life. Like this internet stuff, that just shows you who can get close and who can't. Like who
mhm,
who should be close and who shouldn't. So
yep,
the fact that I know that you a stand up brother along with other people, like a whole lot of other people. Because, you know, with all those altercations and things like that, it was a lot of people who didn't jump ship. There's a lot of people who was like, yo, what's going on? What you need, bro? You good? All of that. And King
yep,
Connect was one of those people. And so, nah, thank you. Like, of course, that stuff that come with the territory, you know, hey, we're gonna be hated by his name's sake. We doing something different. You know, we
mhm,
out there trying to build community. We're you know trying to bring our people together. Most of all, that's what it's really about. Um,
yep,
and so since we doing that, hey, we can expect people to do what they do.
yep, exactly. I say,
Yeah,
man, it's all gonna prosper, man, long as we stay under the spirit of Christ, man, and under the Most High, it's gonna prosper, no, you know. Hey, and
absolutely.
yeah, man, just wanted to hop in, and hey, brother, I do appreciate you, man, and you know, for all you do, man. Hey, we're gonna keep fighting this fight. We're gonna keep building, and yeah, man, I'm ready for the track.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
excited
you.
for it, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it, man. As the spirit moves, and you already know what's coming, bro. It's coming, and
Yes, sir.
it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger.
Yes, sir. I already know. Hey, praise the Most High.
All
It's a blessing,
praises.
man.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
appreciate you letting me on the panel again, my brother. Just wanted to come through, you know, get that testimony.
For
Hey,
sure. Anytime,
and
fam.
yes, sir.
All
And
right.
hey, make sure y'all support, man, and you know, hit the like button. And hey, I've been getting the merch too. Is like you said, it's A1.
Yes,
It's
sir. Yeah, I
truly
seen
a
you
blessing.
performing. I seen you performing with some of that on, man. That's what's up, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
It's highly appreciated. You just supporting the real message in the clothing, like because I know you know what it's all about. Yeah, you had the I think you had to rebuke it. You had to rebuke it,
Yeah.
jump.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Look clean, man.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Yeah,
Hey,
man. I
praise the Most High.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All
All right,
right.
man. Appreciate you, man.
All right. Thank you, brother. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, Don Terrier said, yo, send that track, Breed. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get that track sent out. I'm definitely gonna get that track sent out. I actually have a couple tracks in mind, but it's like with with King Connect, like you want the right one because it's gonna be a banger. So you want the right one. You know what I'm saying? Cause he be putting me, he be sending me some tracks, man, and they be top notch. So I gotta up my game, make sure it's right. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, man. See, this is why we do these open panels. We just chop it up. Yeah, that Timeless Joan is lit. I like Timeless. I like the other Joan he did too, and I believe it's his Pops on the track. I don't know if y'all heard that Joan, but go check it out. Just go over King Connect's channel. He got some good stuff. Yeah, and I still got the link in the chat. I know it's a lot of my detractors viewing. I know it's a lot of people who may have issues. Y'all can join too. Some of y'all can't join because I'm just not gonna let you win because you're blocked from the platform altogether. I don't watch you. I don't really want you watching me. You ain't even able to comment, none of that. And so some of y'all know who y'all are. Y'all ain't invited. Y'all didn't look, y'all didn't burnt that bridge. But for people, if you find yourself not blocked over here and you want to chop it up, look, chop it up. Ethnic says that you got more you want to get off your chest about the gossiper brothers. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of them are pusillanimous. See, I had to throw that word out there. I'm just telling you, man. A lot of them, they, they never really been through real life situations, or I don't know. They just internet people. I don't know what to say. Grown men shouldn't be running around gossiping. Yeah, that's a good word. I like that word. But other than that, man, it's bad consequences for that. And a lot of those guys, and it's some girls on here that gossip too, and a lot of those people, they got too much idle time. What can you say? They got too much idle time. If I can sit up here and meet a whole lot of people in real life, I have so many business relationships that I've had for almost a decade now. People that I've dealt with firsthand off social media, not off social media. These people I met in real life, but they may be on social media. But a lot of people that I've done retreats with, people that I linked up with, people that I've met in Jamaica, people I've met in various places in Africa, Liberia, dignitaries, people of the tribal community. That listen, when you hear people online saying the things they say, if I'm this person that they're trying to paint me as, how is it that I still have these long, upstanding relationships off the internet? I mean, that's just a serious question. It probably means because in real life, I deal with people respectfully. In real life, I deal with people with honor and integrity. And I have a track record of that. And, I'm not trying to prove who I am. The people who know me know me. They know how I move. They know that I would never, ever swindle or scam or any of that. I've never done any of those things. There's nobody who can tell you that I promised a service for them and then they did not get it. There's nobody who can tell you that they were promised something and it wasn't delivered. Nobody can say that. If they tell you that, they are lying. Nobody can ever say, New Breed, he promised to do this, he promised to do that, and he just took my money, and that's not what took place. Nobody can say that. I showed y'all the footage from the jamboree. We got jump houses, we got swimming pools, we got all of the camping gear. It was a camping trip. We had electricity out there. Why? Because we had generators. We had everything that was promised for a camping trip and a land walk. But you'll still have people who will lie and say New Breed scam. Where's the scam? People knew exactly what they were showing up for, and they enjoyed themselves immensely. Children had a good time, families had a good time, and of course there were a couple people, people that things went left with, but nonetheless, that's how it happens. And so it's like, and typically I don't even defend myself or talk about my character online. I don't do that because I let my actions speak, and I'm going to continue to let my actions speak. I am going to continue to do right by the people. I'm going to continue to do right by the people who support me. I'm going to continue to be upstanding when it comes to any partnerships that I have going on. I can't help it if some people just figure social media clout is more important than real life relationships. I can't help it that these grown men on social media don't know how to communicate respectfully. I can't help it that grown men don't have conflict resolution, don't know when to sit down and handle business the right way. I can't help that. I'm cut from a totally different cloth from these guys. I'm not like them, they not like me. I cannot help that. Because there is two different worlds, y'all. There's the matrix and then there's reality. The internet is the matrix. People can get on here and become whoever they want to become. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Kim C says, I think a lot of grown men are jealous of you, Bree. Kim C, because I got pretty women like you and Farrah and Tanya and Shishi and all these women up in the chat. That's why they mad. I'm just playing. But no, for real. I don't know what it is. Because all I do is open doors, opportunities for people to come together so they can have a connection with people, network. I build bridges. I don't like to burn bridges. I'd rather build a bridge than burn it. That's the type of person I am. I'd rather build a bridge than burn it. Anybody that I was connected with on social media, I introduced them to everybody else I knew on social media or people that I knew in real life who was doing big things. I gave them the opportunity. Look, yo, chop it up with this person. You can be connected with this person here. Everybody on social media I linked up with. Look, hey, listen, you connected with me. Look, I'm going to show you everybody. You can have everybody's number. You call him. You want this person number. You want that person number. Chop it up with this one. Chop it up with that one. Why I rather build bridges for people to build and come together. That's what it's all about. Because the Bible says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. And if I can be a part of building a bridge to help people come together, because some people might not want to deal with me all the time, but I'm connected with a lot of good people. And then and even if somebody cross the line or do something that I don't like, I can still sever ties, or not even sever ties, but distance myself from that person without burning a bridge, without disrespecting the person, without going on social media about the person. Hey, it's just like, hey, that person, and you know, we may not be on good terms, whatever. It's understood, don't need to be explained. And so I can part ways without trying to burn a bridge. Tony Laverne says, I just made like 4 beats in one day, like a week ago. Hey, Tony, send me them beats, bruh. Let me get a couple of them beats, bruh. Yo, once I start writing music, it's like I can't stop. And sometimes it's difficult for me to switch gears back to like doing commentary. Because when I'm in music mode, I'm in music mode. When I'm in music mode, like I want to write for a week straight, 2 songs a day for a week straight. I don't want to get on social media. I just want to be locked in a room writing songs, listening to beats. But unfortunately, you know, not even unfortunately, because I like to chop it up with y'all, but there's times where I just got to get on here and see what's good with y'all. Tony Laverne says, I'm going to make something specifically for you in a folder. Hey, Tony, I don't know if you know how to do samples, but if there's a producer who does, I got a song idea, and I need a handcrafted beat for this idea that I have. And I don't want to say it on here. I have to speak to the person like on the phone or Instagram phone call or something. Because this idea, if I can make the beat myself, I would. I know how to produce my own music, mix and master my own music and all of that, but I haven't really. I do know how to make beats, but it's not my strong suit. Major Banger says I make samples too. Yo, we got to chop it up, Major Bangers. Like, I got this song idea and I know it's a hit. Like, I know it's like the one. It's like the one. Like, it's the one. But the beat has to be specifically made for it. Ethnic says content creators are too focused on your errors, they can't even see their own errors. Yeah, and half the time, you know, they interpret something as error that ain't error. But yeah, you're right. The scriptures even say, stop trying to pick the mote out of your brother's eye, and you got a damn tree branch sticking out of yours. Yeah, Major Bangers, I'm gonna definitely let you know. I'm gonna definitely let you know, man. Cause I want to put out some heat. I'm gonna let the people vote on this. I'm gonna ask y'all something. I'm gonna ask y'all this. Do y'all think I should drop an album or playlist and just start releasing songs every week? And then make playlists. I want y'all to vote on it. By show of ones, drop an album. Show of twos, y'all want to see playlists and y'all want to see tracks, songs dropping every other week. If not every week, every other week. Limited Tag says we need that album. Okay, album it is. I see more albums. Hold on. I said, I done lost myself. I said 1 for the album, right? So Major Banger says 1 and 2. See, man, I wish I could do that, but I can't be locked in the studio every day, all day. I be having too much going on. everybody's saying, man, you gotta drop that album. Yes, Farrah says you never did an album. Yeah, I actually did do an album before. I just never released it, and it was back in the day. Actually, I have a lot of songs that I have never released too, and then I have older songs that were released that you probably can't find now. They probably floating around YouTube somewhere on a channel that I have no access to. Songs probably got 200 or 300 views, but you know what I'm saying? It's back in the day, way back in the day. My rhymes was totally different back then. Um, Major Banger says, yeah, album. It would be nice to hear on streaming platforms. Well, I got 6 songs right now available everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. And whatever I drop, they're still going to be available everywhere. Some people like well, how about this? J Rose said, New Breed, your playlist is top notch. That's what's up. I'm thinking I'm gonna do mixtapes. Mixtapes. I think that's a good middle ground. I think I'm just gonna have to do a lot more work in music. Like it's gonna take a lot more work because the goal is to get as much songs as I can out there. And if I drop an album, y'all, if I drop an album and that joint only get 5,000 views, I'm gonna be upset about that. If it don't get that, I will be upset. I mean, I must be happy that people heard it, but it's so much work that goes into it. And I want to be able to get a bang for my buck. And I figure if I put out playlists, if I drop singles, if I drop mixtapes, and to gather the fan base for music, then drop an album, I think that would be beneficial. I think that might be a good idea. Somebody said 180 gram vinyl will do that alone. Kim C says she like we taking over. That's what's up. Tamika Buckley says that is a lot of work. I used to create music a long time ago, but I let it go. Yeah, it is. It is very. It's very time consuming, and but the thing about music is all you need is that one song, man. Shayla Yaz Chosman says one hit at a time. See, I like that idea. I like that idea because that's why these rappers and these artists in general, musicians in general, they get paid so much money. You got to respect the work. You got to respect the work because it's not a joke. Just writing the song, especially if you're a writer, like people like Drake don't write music allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Like what they do, but it's still a lot of work recording those songs. And well, that's even if they're recording, man. They be having AI. Some of the artists y'all hear on the radio, they're not even making music, man. That's AI. They just the face of it, living a lifestyle. They had a ghostwriters go in the booth, put the damn voice changer on there. Yeah, Farrah says no rush. Take your time, do it right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna just be rushing songs, but I do want I want a lot more music dropping, but I don't want no rush songs. Rio says masterfully craft songs that have potential of going viral. One song at a time is the approach I would take. But I've been taking an approach like that. But since I now have grown more skillful at digitally mastering my music, I think that one song idea could be a good idea. Just like, all right, for instance, I dropped Boss Man. I didn't plan on dropping Boss Man. I was gonna keep that for a mixtape or an album, but it just felt like I should drop it. It's like it's the time now. Drop Boss Man, and so it's like timing for me. Like I like having songs just sitting there, and then when the Most High say, "Yo, drop this song," then I drop it. That's right, Tanya. A lot of actors sell their image and they used by AI to make movies. That's a fact. Uh DR says you still remastering the older joints. Yes, but there's one older joint that I'm having an issue remastering. If there's a any brother that can help me remaster Many Mansions, I'm asking you. If y'all if look, if y'all can anybody could just do the world that favor. Do the world a major favor and digitally remaster somebody if you can do it, because it's the sound quality is bad but the song is amazing. If you can get Many Mansions digitally remastered and sent back to me, that'll be highly appreciated. Somebody said play some of those hits. I mean, what song y'all want to hear? Y'all want it? Y'all got a request? We can play a track on the way out. Because I'm probably about to go ahead and turn down for the night. But if y'all want a song played on the way out, just let me know something. Shayla says Warlord. That need to be remastered too, which I am going to remaster. Do you still have the files? You talking about the stems? Major Bangers, I don't have the stems. Like Many Mansions was recorded. You're not gonna believe this, bro, when I tell you this. Many Mansions was recorded on an old broke laptop on Audacity without even a mic. I recorded through a laptop mic on Audacity. That's how Many Mansions was recorded. Literally, I just made something out of nothing and made it a song. And it did good numbers too. It was just crazy, dog. Like there was no garage band when I made that song. Yo, there was no garage band. There was none of that. So I don't have stems. It's just one voice recording that you can add ad libs in. Somebody said play Quite All Right. Man, that's the joint right there. Let me see if I have Quite All Right in my queue. I might just have to go to the channel and play it. I think I took Quite All Right out the queue, but we could solve that. We could just play it. Could play it through the channel. Yeah, there we go. And see, man, Quite All Right. 41,000 views, stuff like that's good. That's good numbers, man. I'm appreciative of that. Let's see. We got songs, what's the track? Here Comes Judah hit 100,000 views. We putting out that truth music and it's doing something, man. So all praises to the Most High.
It's quite alright. I'm offending my people. It's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light. I feel your energy dial is kind of slight. I guess the memories now is out of sight. They want to see you fall down when you living right. It's the gospel I'm preaching, you niggas tight. It's the gospel I'm preaching, you niggas tight. It's the famine of the word, so the truth gotta be hidden. Diamond in the rough, I got dirt, but I'm still digging. Time to bring something prolific. Blessings come through persistence. All my ox speak truth. It's simply our rendition. Time to catapult to the next level. Lightning bolts on vinyl records. Touching souls in every lecture. Walk the streets with the heavy metal. Take me out, I would never let them. They bubble up and fizzle out. Yeah, them niggas is Alka-Seltzer. UPK said get the shot. They more nutty than a big professor. Big breed, battle tested. A king all in my own right. And I praise Hamashiach. He the word and the light. I offend you niggas, that's quite alright. Got you all in your feelings though, but I sleep real well at night. I'm eyes wide, early bright. I'm outside doing outreach with no cameras. You don't know me. There's no group that controls me. Solo moving 1D. Seen violence, but I chose peace. They start beef, I don't speak. De-escalate and just go preach. I'm offending my people. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light. For shining light. I feel your energy dial is kind of slight. Kind of slight. I guess the memories now is out of sight. They out of sight. They wanna see you fall down when you living right. You living right. This the gospel I'm preaching. You niggas tight. Niggas tight. I'm offending my people. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light. Shining light. They say that beauty is skin deep. Her heart then turned to plastic. From mattress to actress. Did it all for a status. Now casting couches. The snorting ounces. The only fans. Now she holding bands on the weekends going to dance. Niggas watching, she thirst trapping on the ground. And here we go again, few stacks, she going home with him. But this time's different, a nigga with some ill intentions. 3 months later, found her body in Satilla River. 4 months ago, I warned this chick, she didn't listen. She said that I was tripping. She even got offended. Offending these women is quite alright, it's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light, shining light. I feel your energy dial is kinda slight, kinda slight. I guess the memories now is out of sight, out of sight. I'm offending my people, it's quite alright, it's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light.
And that's what happened, man. You speak the truth, you're gonna be offending people. When you speaking what's really going on in our community, they say you ain't black enough because they'll say that you're not participating with black culture because you ain't participating with, the sickness. So, it is what it is, though. That's what the scriptures say. Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? That's how it is out here. But stay encouraged, though, y'all. Stay encouraged. Look, I want to thank y'all for catching the broadcast. It's always an honor and a blessing. I'm going to be coming over here more often because, like I showed y'all before, they've been doing a lot of crazy shadow banning on the other platform. And I want to really touch bases with my day ones and my people who really support and understand what it is. And it's not black culture necessarily. It is satanic culture. But a lot of the 2/3 of our people have inherited the evil culture as their own. But all praises to the Most High. Y'all have a peaceful evening. With that being said, shalom. Peace.